What's up, world? Bringing you with some more Overwatch gameplay. Some of you might be wondering why there's Korean and Chinese characters that sometimes show up on my screen. And that's because I live in Asia, and it makes a lot of sense to play on the Asian servers, because the less ping, the better. Anyway, onto the gameplay. What I like about Widowmaker, and what I like about this game overall, is that there isn't that sway that I used to in Call of Duty. It's funny because I used to be able to do sniping pretty well, and then Call of Duty came around, tried playing that, and I wouldn't be able to get a shot off, and I'd shoot like an idiot because either I'd freak out, and that's, in my opinion, the golden rule of first-person shooters: don't freak out. I know a lot of people starting out, people who haven't played FPSs before, and they start playing it, and the first thing they do when they see someone is like, ah! And then they start spraying the crap out of everything, and they shoot the crap out of the walls, they shoot the crap out of the ground, but they don't shoot the target. So yeah, always keep your cool. Even if it means being chill to the point that you get killed. Of course, it's just something that you get used to. Of course, this goes double for sniping. You gotta keep your cool and always assess the situation. For example, if you see the target and the target's facing you, of course, he can not only see you, but he can also shoot back at you. And you're not always going to win every single fight, which is why it's always good to run away. And that's what I like about Widowmaker's abilities. The grapple hook is not just a good way for people to go up to the vantage point or just take the high ground, but it's also a good way of escaping. There have been many times when I've been caught in a massive bind, and right before I die, or right when I'm about to die, I just like do a full 180 and just grapple over and save my life. So that's been pretty good. It took me a little while to figure out that the E isn't a mine that kills people. It's really just an early warning system, because you could play Widowmaker actively. You could play her a lot like Hutch, I imagine, but I think she's mainly for camping. Speaking of camping, that's exactly what Bastion's for, and, well, people say he's overpowered, and I kind of agree, but there's also counters. Just like, you know, as Widowmaker, you can either just pop out, plug him, and pop back in, or you can just catch him unawares and just plug at him. As I was saying, though, Widowmaker is just basically intended to camp, and there's definitely areas on the map that are Widowmaker areas. Of course, they can also be accessed by other heroes to take out enemy Widowmakers. Also, don't do what I just did just then and take on Bastion when he's a tank, because he will completely destroy you. I thought I could take him. And the awful thing is that at the end of this video, I will do the same idiotic thing again. But as you can see, we're on the attacking team. And the attacking side the pressure is definitely on to get those objectives down. If you don't get the first part of the match down, like take point A or secure the payload, the match will be over really quickly. And I think there's a point made in the forum somewhere, or at least the developers mentioned, that the win rates were heavily in favor of the defending team. As long as they were competent, they would be able to hold off. And of course, I've seen team comps where they all just go tank, or they all just like have two bastions and then camp out somewhere. Pretty crazy. But yeah, for the offense team to win, they really have to get their stuff together and really coordinate. I remember being in one match where this one Taiwanese guy was just yelling at everybody to just keep pushing the car. And I'm like, well, I can't really sit next to the car because I'm the sniper. Then again, I also realized that just as you can use vantage points for cover, you can also use the payload for cover. Then again, it might be a little too close for comfort, because then you have other close quarters people coming in. But thankfully, that's what Widowmaker's secondary fire is for when you're not scoped. What I also like is that there's no such thing as regenerative health. Well, you do regenerate health, but a tiny, tiny bit, and that's usually the shield. But it's for class gameplay purposes, like for healers like Mercy and Lucio. And there's also med packs, just like in the old days. Anyway, that's all I have. Thank you very much. If you liked the video, please click like. If you want some more, please subscribe. And if you didn't like the video, please leave a comment below on what I can do to make it better. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the gameplay.
Heroes never die.
The payload is approaching its destination.
Rendez-vous avec la mort.
Thank you. Tactical visor activated. Payload secure.
No one just what I needed.
Clearing the board.
Did someone call a doctor?
Victory. Play of the game.
Fire at will!
Epic.
It is nice to be appreciated.